Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it is Thursday the 17th of June, and it's time for another episode of the Daily Leeds. Once again, we've got another jam-packed show for you. We've heard from Bielsa, we've heard from Calvin, plenty of news to get into. Before we do get into the video, as always, smash a like, subscribe, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. I will be live with you at 2 o'clock for North Macedonia versus Ukraine. We're following the Leeds lads through the Euros. So, yeah, make sure you join me for that a little bit later on if you're not working, or if you can just Skype off work. I don't know. Just make sure you're popping in the chat. Let's get into the video. And this is the moment when I take a stand. So, guys, we're going to start, first of all, with some transfer news. Obviously, I've got some news to bring you on Calvin, on Bielsa, plenty more stuff. Obviously, Angus did an interview yesterday as well for BBC Radio Leeds, which we'll touch on. But we're going to start, first of all, with some transfer news. According to Eurosport, Leeds are plotting a £40 million raid for Wolverhampton forward Adama Traore. He's been the centre of a transfer frenzy with constant links away from the Midlands side. Despite the glaring interest from top sides around the country, the Spaniard has only managed to score twice and assist on 3 occasions, which is underwhelming considering he's only missed 1 league game all season. So played 37 games, guys, and he has only scored twice. One of them was a fluke, to be fair, against us, and only assisted on 3 occasions. He's not the man for Leeds. I think it's an easy link to make because Orta brought him to Middlesbrough. If we spent 40 million on Adama Traore, people won't agree with me, but it'd be a waste of money. I genuinely feel that about Adama Traore. He's all mouth, no action, as they would say. He's good on the ball, oiled up biceps and that, carries the ball. It's what he does with it at the end. What's the point if you're just going to aimlessly run with a ball like a headless chicken? Maybe I'm being too harsh, but that's what I see when I look at Adama Traore. I'm not sure he's the man for Leeds, and especially at 40 million. And to be honest, they've caveated it with Eurosport saying the transfer would make sense if Rafinha did leave, with Manchester United and Liverpool reportedly heavily interested in the Brazilian. Leeds would command a hefty fee, and reinvesting it in the Wolves man wouldn't seem like the worst idea on the face of it. Well, that's a load of BS, because genuinely, I would not take Traore as a replacement for Rafinha in a month of Sundays, especially if he's going to cost 40 million. It's a transfer that's never going to happen. We were linked with him previously. It's not going to happen. He'll probably still be at Wolves come the start of the season. And I, for one, do not want Adama Traore. I don't know what you guys think. I want to know in the comments. Am I off my head? Would you like to see Adama Traore pull on this glorious shirt? I personally wouldn't. One player that I would love to see is Galan. And we know that Victor Orta and Leeds United have watched many players over many years. And Baron Cross on the new Blue, White and Yellow podcast, which is a Leeds Live podcast, your boy Connor is actually on that as well, so make sure you check it out. He says Galan is not somebody who's fresh on Orta's radar because a certain few websites have mentioned his name. They do like him. They feel he would definitely fit Bielsa's system. We're led to believe there is another one, though, another unnamed target who's actually further along, and they feel as though he's got a better chance of completing that deal. They're not ruling Galan out, but, you know, approaching mid-June, Galan is not somebody they think is going to happen over another target. So it's this unnamed left-back that we're still all in the dark about, and it seems like Baron Cross, Graham Smith, all the other Leeds United reputable journals are unsure who that, you know, unnamed left back is. I really want Galan, but if the club more sold on someone else, then that excites me, guys, because if Galan's not the one they're after is surely someone better. Maybe when Phil Hayes out of hospital and back on the mend and back working full time, maybe that will be his introduction back to Leeds Twitter and Leeds United role on the Athletic. He'll just announce the left back and say, easy work, it's such and such. But we'll have to watch this space. But as it stands, I'd really love Galan. He seems to be cheap. You know, we're seeing between 3.5 and 7 million. People are talking about 40 million for Traore. Not a cat in hell's chance. This is the kind of deals that we want to be getting done. I know not a lot of people will agree. You have to spend big money, etc. But for me, Galan is the one. Remember, he is second only to Lionel Messi for successful dribbles in La Liga. That's no mean feat. That's your left back. Oh, excites me. Of course, yesterday as well, I did a live stream for this, but we got the big announcement on the Premier League fixtures. And of course, our opening tie is an away fixture at Old Trafford against the old enemy, Manchester United. So, wow, what a way to start the season. It's absolutely fantastic. And I think even bigger news on the back of it. Obviously, you'll know all about the fixtures now. We know that December is such a hard month. I think December through to February is just fantastic in terms of football. But the UK government have come out and said they will work closely with the Premier League to ensure plans are in place so Leeds United fans can attend the season opener at Manchester United. Because obviously, the last thing you want to be doing, the first time or second time we're going to be in the Premier League, after 16 years to face Man United at Old Trafford, you want some Leeds fans in the ground. You want Leeds contingency there. And the government are saying that they will do their utmost to ensure that away fans will be able to attend that opening game. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I'm led to believe as well Leeds may have asked to have an away fixture at the start of the season in order to allow the ground to bed. So maybe there's something of that. But some further news as well. That fixture is actually set for the 15th of August. However, the games could change because there's no way that Leeds United game stays on the Saturday for me. It's Super Sunday. It's 4 p.m. written all over it. So don't put that date in your calendar yet, because for me it will get changed. And we will find out by Monday, June the 21st, when the fixture will take place. It might end up being Monday Night Football. Who knows? Some more fixture news. Amazon have confirmed the next 20 Premier League fixtures they will show exclusively on Amazon Prime. It's some great coverage on there. And the games against Crystal Palace will be shown on there. It's currently scheduled for Tuesday, November the 30th. And it is the first game to be confirmed on Prime. So that's just to keep in your calendars. I'll keep you updated with any future fixtures changes. But what an opening time. You couldn't have asked for anything more. And if you look at December as well, we've got City, we've got Chelsea, we've got Liverpool. Just like April last season, it's going to be class. And just to update you, Aston Villa's visit to Elland Road is scheduled for Tuesday, December 28th. Is the other Leeds game that's been selected by Amazon, so that could be subject to change as well. Now let's get to the big news. Of course, we're going to talk now about Marcelo Bielsa and what Angus has had to say on the matter. He's come out and said, look, he is certainly very much with Leeds United for next season. Angus confirmed to BBC Radio Leeds that Marcelo Bielsa is definitely going to stay with Leeds United, and signing the contract is just a formality. He said, you'll have seen that Bielsa didn't choose to go back to Argentina this summer, like some of his coaching staff have. He's decided to stay at Elland Road. The reason he's decided to stay at Elland Road is to oversee transfers, help Victor, help Angus oversee the players that he wants to be brought back in and brought into the club. He's also there to oversee training ground changes. What a guy. We seen him the other week training an under-11 side. Instead of going back to his native Argentina and taking some time off, he has decided to stay at Leeds throughout the summer. He's going to help with transfers. He's overseeing the training ground changes. And Angus said, basically, emotionally and psychologically, he is with Leeds. The terms are already agreed. Terms already agreed several weeks ago, said Angus. So the contract signing is just a formality. So nothing to be worried about. Another player we don't need to be worried about is, of course, Calvin Phillips. Angus was asked about it. Naturally, he's going to be asked about it because every man and his dog's talking about Calvin right now. Every man and his dog. Rightly so, because his performance was amazing, and hopefully he can follow it up and continue to just light the Euros up and be England's best player of the tournament. It genuinely could happen. But of course, we've seen Man United fans, Liverpool fans, City fans, pros coming out. We spoke about Glenn Hoddle, all these other pros. I'm seeing other YouTubers speaking about Calvin, bring him in. Well, Angus spoke and he said, all the players, we want them all to stay. And they all want to stay. There are discussions being had, but we're very confident of retaining everybody. We just need Calvin to keep a little bit of a lid on it during the Euros, because if he plays like that again, we'll definitely get some offers. So he's confirming there, no offers have come in. He's also saying, look, if he continues in that vein, we're well aware that we're going to get some offers. We're very confident that we will start to hear the phone ringing. But he said, look, 100% I'm confident he stays at Leeds United. And he says it says a lot about Leeds United that Calvin is proving what all Leeds United fans know about how much of a great midfielder he already is. So, look, don't be worried. Don't read into the guff that you'll see with Real Madrid 25 million. I mean, they must be having a laugh. I don't think it's come from them. It's some lazy journalism, as you'd expect. But he's not going anywhere, just like Rafinha. It's been quite nice to hear Rafinha not going anywhere, but it's now been replaced with Calvin's going everywhere. So, we're just going to have to put up with it. But I'm 100% confident that neither of them two players will leave the club. And our managing director, Angus, feels exactly the same. On to some more boardroom stuff. It's been confirmed again. Italian paper has come out now. It's called Croanci D. And he's claimed that Andrea Radradani is looking to buy Salernitana. I spoke to you the other day about it in a €60 million deal. So Serie A new boys are already owned by Lazio president Claudio Lolito. But the Italian rules prevent you having two clubs in the same division, which makes perfect sense. He needs to move it on. And of course, Radradani wants to build this empire of football clubs across Europe's top 5 leagues. And it looks like he's going to be buying or certainly investing in Salernitana in a €60 million deal. Look, selfish. I don't want it to happen. I want his full focus to be on Leeds United. We've also heard from Marko Arnautovic and UEFA. He's actually been suspended now. So as I spoke to you yesterday, he clearly said something to Alioski along the lines of, I am going to your Albanian mother, was what we were told in the press. They've obviously sorted it out, but UEFA have viewed the footage. Naturally, it's not being classed as racist or nationalist or anything along them lines, because that carries a 10-game ban. Basically, they've felt that a one-match ban is sufficient enough for him insulting another player after his outburst at Leeds United and North Macedonia, Shani Alioski. He's also donated 25,000 of his own money. So he knows he was in the wrong. He knows he shouldn't have said what he said. But yeah, he has been banned for one of Austria's games. So they'll be without Marko Arnautovic for the next fixture in the Euros. That's your Leeds Daily. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment, get your notifications on. Remember, I'll be back here live at 2:00 to do the watch along for North Macedonia. Shani Alioski hopefully can try, get a positive result this time out and finish at least third so they can get out of the group, because we want to get these Leeds players as deep into the competition as we can. But thank you as always for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you in a bit. Peace. Leeds.